Hello and welcome to Footy Judge Mo. People. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. If you are here, hit that like button. We're here to talk about Liverpool. Mohamed Salah is injured, unfortunately, to be honest. The Egyptian guy, but thank God Egypt went through today in the AFCON to the second round after drawing against Cape Verde. But also big up the people that are here. We're here to talk about Liverpool. Can they win the league? Mohamed Salah is out for about a month. Hamstring injury. They said it's extended. Rami Abbas, his agent, said it's more serious than what they actually thought. So we'll talk about who can step up, what can Liverpool do, what can we expect from Liverpool in the coming games before they face City and before they meet City for the game that I think it will be a title decider. But before that, they have two very important games. We'll talk about that. Also, I wanted to talk about a very sensitive topic, which is why there is a lot of pressure on Bukayo Saka. Why everybody's talking about Bukayo Saka? Why is Bukayo Saka is the one that getting all the criticism while he is the one putting up numbers? I know that he isn't putting up the performances that everybody's expecting from him, but in the same time, he is the only one that I keep hearing about the criticism for him. And also Mauricio Pochettino have to win tomorrow against Middlesbrough. He have to go to the final. He have to win the cup. It's a must. But listen, 50 people are here. Hit that like button. Support the channel if you want, because today is a good day for me personally, Inter, we won the Super Coppa against Napoli. First trophy of the season. Inshallah, we'll win the league. Inshallah, we'll smash it in the Champions League. And also Egypt went to the second round. Everybody who was talking about Salah, everyone was trying to knock down Salah in the mud. Because look at his teammates. They know he's injured. And they dedicated that goal for him. Mustafa Mohammed dedicating the goal for him, to be honest. Absolutely, everybody knows that he's injured. For the people that said Mohamed Salah is not injured. He's acting. He's going to Liverpool. He wants to escape. He wants to run away. Watch his teammates dedicating it for him. People are frauds. They just want to put shame on Mohamed Salah's name. Big up LB. Big up LB. Gigs, bro. Thank you so much, LB. Listen, people. Wallahi, people just want to put shame on Mohamed Salah's name for the sake of doing it. For the sake of just saying that he's bad. Just they want that. As if it's the only way they prove themselves right. That Mohamed Salah he doesn't perform for Egypt. Look at Egypt can't win against Cape Verde without Mohamed Salah. Stop the cap and stop the hatred towards Mohamed Salah. Wallahi, stop the hatred towards Mohamed Salah. People just want to hate on Mohamed Salah. Look at the team today playing, dedicating the goals to him, raising his jersey. So stop the hate on Mohamed Salah. One of the best players ever in Africa. Arguably the best Egyptian player ever, along with Abu Trika. People just want to hate on Mohamed Salah. Just want to hate on him. Just because he's successful. And because he plays for Liverpool or something. Just he's aesthetically not good. Shut up, bro. Where were you when he was dribbling Spurs? When he was dribbling Man City? He's not good. Mohamed Salah is not good. Stop the cap. Wallah al-Azim, people just want to hate on him. But anyway, Mohamed Salah is injured. Rami Abbas said he's going to be a month. So he's going to be back probably in mid-February at least. They said 21 to 28 days. So he's going to go back. He's going to go back to Liverpool to heal. And for the people that don't know why he's going back to Liverpool, it's because Liverpool have the facilities to treat him. Liverpool have the facilities. It's their player. He cannot go to Egypt. He's not employed by any Egyptian company or any Egyptian club to treat him. So he has to go to Liverpool for the treatment, of course. Ozan Kabak is saying Mustafa Mohammed, what a player, Judge Mo thoughts. Mustafa Mohammed is a very, very good player. Mustafa Mohammed is very, very underrated, to be honest. Very, very underrated, Mustafa Mohammed. And to be honest with you, there are some players that are underrated, but also Mohamed Salah is playing with a cast that is completely different. They like they rely so much on him. Everything has to go through him, and we see today when he wasn't there, they actually played a little bit. I'm not gonna say better, but they were kind of free. And because they rely on him so much, and that's when you have a superstar. Hit that like button, people. Support the channel. Get the likes up. Get the views up. Share the channel if you want. And listen, I wanted to just say a couple of things about Liverpool. I wanted to look at the Liverpool fixtures because I actually think that nobody wants to give Liverpool credit for some reason. Nobody wants to talk about Liverpool as people that want to win the title. Of course, Man City are favorites because they have done it for years. Of course, because they have a stronger squad, in my opinion. They have a lot of players that are together in the system. Liverpool have a lot of new players. Like Man City, to be honest, are a very good team. I think they are the favorites to win the title. But also, I think it will depend on the game against Man City if Liverpool go through the coming games. Like if we look at the games for Liverpool, the coming games for Liverpool, like it is actually not that hard apart from the Arsenal game. So if we are looking at the Liverpool games in the coming games, I hope you can see what is going on here. So Liverpool play Fulham away. It's a win, but that's in the cup, and they play Norwich. That's in the cup as well. Now it's coming to two games, Chelsea and Arsenal. I know a lot of people keep saying that Chelsea game is only going to be a draw. We can look at actually what happened in the last games between Chelsea and Liverpool, and you can tell that in the last 7 games it was all draws, 2 penalties, right? And before that it's a draw since 2021, and before that Liverpool lost the game at Anfield. But I believe that Liverpool will go to this game favorites. The reason why I'm saying that, because Liverpool at the moment at Anfield, yes, they drew against Arsenal, yes, they drew against Manchester United, but I think they will learn from this. And if they go to the Man City game, to be honest, if they go to the Man City game when they have 2 points advantage, and Man City will go to their ground, not favorites. That's what I believe, right? That's what I believe. So the last Chelsea and Liverpool game, I can check that. It's very simple. I don't know why you're asking me, but listen, people. In my opinion, Liverpool, if they win against Chelsea at home, which is, you cannot sit here. Wallahi, yani. Let me ask you guys something. Do you guys sit here and tell me that Chelsea will go to Liverpool at Anfield and Liverpool aren't favorites? So how is that? Like, yes, I predicted Liverpool maybe to struggle, but I'm predicting Liverpool to win. You're gonna tell me that if Liverpool play Chelsea at home and Liverpool draw the game against this current Chelsea team, it's not gonna be an upset. It's not gonna be a surprise. Yeah, Chelsea might get results, right? But again, it's very simple. Any team, and I'm gonna say this again, right? Any team that goes to the Etihad aren't favorites, and Man City are favorites to win the game. Any team that go to Anfield, any team that goes to Anfield, any team in the world, I repeat that. So put that in your mind. Any team in the world that goes to Anfield, Liverpool are favorites to win the game, including Manchester City. And any team that goes to the Etihad at the moment, Manchester City are favorites to win it. If you nick a point of Man City at the Etihad, win. Bravo. If you nick a point against Liverpool at Anfield, bravo. Can Man City draw the game against Liverpool? Yes, they can. Like Liverpool drew the game against Man City. But I believe that Liverpool, they will be favorites against Manchester City. Even Real Madrid, Zaid, even Real Madrid, anybody that go to Anfield aren't favorites. There is nobody in the world. Yes, Real Madrid won 5-2 last year, but Liverpool last year, they were in disarray. This is my opinion. You guys can disagree with it, but I absolutely am. This is a very realistic opinion. This is a very logical opinion. If Liverpool, and I'm going to say that against Bournemouth yesterday, I didn't like the first half, and I'm going to talk about it. I didn't like the first half. We can absolutely look at the first half results. We can look at the first half stats, right? Against Bournemouth, away from home, Bournemouth play very, very good football. Away from home against Bournemouth, well, Liverpool didn't play the perfect game. However, their defense really, really limited Bournemouth, right? But in the second half, Liverpool blew them away. We can absolutely look at the stats together. We can 100% look. The first half, Liverpool had 60% possession. They had 2 shots on target, right? Overall, Liverpool had 7 shots on target. They scored 4 goals in the second half. In my opinion, if you're going to tell me, if you're going to sit here and tell me that Liverpool, without Mohamed Salah, without Trent, without Sabozlai in this game, right? Without Robertson, without Tsimikas, and they still went to Bournemouth and won 4-0, how are you saying that Egypt, I'm sorry, got confused by Muhammad. Thank you, Allah barik feek, Habibi, Allah barik feek. How are you going to tell me that Liverpool aren't going to play Chelsea at home and they aren't favorites? It's in my opinion, Liverpool will play Chelsea and they are favorites. However, against Arsenal away, and the reason why I'm talking about these 2 games between Chelsea, Liverpool, and Arsenal, Liverpool, is that these 2 games, in my opinion, as much as City played against Newcastle, and that, as LB said, it was a title decider for Manchester City, because these 3 points are very valuable against Manchester City, right? I believe that Liverpool, if they win these 2 games or even get 4 points, I think they passed a big hurdle. I believe that Liverpool actually should win against Chelsea, and maybe they can get a point against Arsenal away from home, right? It will be very, very, very hard, right? But I believe Liverpool. If you're going to tell me that Liverpool, who won against Newcastle playing away from home, I believe that Liverpool can do it. Can do it. And it's all going to come down to the Man City game. Even if Liverpool are 2 points behind City, playing Man City, we can look at the rest of the result of Liverpool. I believe the reason why tactically, and this is something that I'm not sure if you guys like to talk about this, tactically, to be honest with you, I think Jurgen Klopp, I actually believe Jurgen Klopp has cracked it. With this Curtis Jones thing, with the Harvey Elliott, listen, no Szoboszlai, Cody Gakpo didn't start. He cracked how to get the best out of everyone. To be honest, out of everyone, right? The reason why I'm saying that, because yesterday Curtis Jones was everywhere on the pitch. You can tell that Curtis Jones was everywhere. My point is simple as that. Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp, everybody was hesitant about Gomez playing left back, about Curtis Jones playing, about Harvey Elliott playing. And look at them now. Darwin Nunez on the left, scoring 2 goals. Yes, I'm not a biggest fan of Darwin Nunez, but he did. I actually believe at the end, he actually got the players to play the system he wants, not with his starting 11 that he likes, right? That's my opinion. Well, Man City, right? And I'm going to just keep it short about Man City because they didn't play. With Kevin De Bruyne, I think, even if people say their defense is leaking goals, Kevin De Bruyne coming to the pitch provides completely different level of goal threat, right? Because they can rely on him. Guys, I'm not sure how many likes are we on, but guys, wallahi, 85 people, and we aren't even liking the video. So hit that like button, people. Come on. Give me to 100 likes. If you're here, like the video, people. Like the video, because it's very important for me, for you to hit that like button, because otherwise, this channel is not going to go bigger. So guys, hit that like button. Turn on the notification bell to know when we go live. Haaland is coming back, as Carnivore saying. Kevin De Bruyne with Haaland as a combination, I think it's very dangerous. But I'm going to look at the next games for Manchester City. Well, Manchester City now with Kevin De Bruyne have so many options. And when I say have so many options, because still they have Alvarez, Foden, Doku, Oscar Bob, Kevin De Bruyne, Kovacic, Matthias Nunes, Rodri. I believe Manchester City have too many options, a lot of options. And Pep Guardiola is the best guy to utilize the players he have if they are good enough. If they are good enough. So I actually think that if you look at this Man City games in the coming games, if we're looking at Man City game, Burnley, it's gonna be a win. Brentford away, kind of a tricky game a little bit. A tricky game a little bit, Burnley. Very, very tricky game. Brentford away from home because Ivan Toney is back. Everton at home, I think it's gonna be a win. And then Premier League, Chelsea at home. So I want to ask people something. Why are we saying that Liverpool won't win against Chelsea, but Man City will? I think actually people just want to look at the history. This Chelsea team is completely different. And I believe that Liverpool this season is different than Liverpool last season. And it's different than the Liverpool that started in the beginning of the season. So if Liverpool can win, and I say that, Man City are absolutely favorites against Chelsea. This is just how I see it. This is how I see it. After that, Bournemouth away, same as what Liverpool did. And then after this, Man United at home. And then comes the Liverpool game. But in that stretch, they play Liverpool away. They play Brighton at home, away. And then they play Arsenal. And then they play Aston Villa. Who says that Man City will win all these games? Against Brighton away, against Arsenal, and against Aston Villa. Who says that? I'm not 100% sure. Big up. Vamos, Egypt. Big up. Egypt went to the second time. Does anyone think I actually think that Man City win this Friday against Spurs. This is just my opinion. But to be honest with you, going back to this title race and can Nunez and Jota step it up for the Liverpool fan? For the Liverpool fan, can Nunez and Jota step it up? Can Nunez play from that left side and does what he did yesterday? Very, very important. Because if you get Nunez to play from that left side, go inside Darwin Nunez and strike the ball like he did yesterday, I believe that he can be a weapon. Is he the guy? Maybe. But at the point, this is all they have. Cody Gakpo's there. Came a second half yesterday, was looking very, very good. Cody Gakpo in the second half looked absolutely good. Luis Diaz is the one that I'm iffy about. I'm very iffy about Luis Diaz. I said they give him time. They should give him time. I'm very, very iffy about Luis Diaz. I'm not. Yeah, Luis Diaz is not my. For the current moment, Luis Diaz is kind of strange a little bit. He's not playing very well, and it's kind of tough, to be honest. But again, Alexis McAllister, I don't know when Endo's gonna be back. I don't know when he's gonna be back. Yes, I think Danny. Yes, I think so. I think the way you play, but yes, people support the channel, like the video. Over 100 people now, so like the video first. If you want to support the channel, share this video. Get involved in the conversation. Right? Send me questions. I'm gonna prioritize super chats, of course. If you like to support the channel, just do that. But I believe, and if you send a question, I will try to discuss it. But please try to keep it in the topic, so we stay on the topic. Right? In my opinion, simple as this is going to go down to the wire between Liverpool and Man City, to be honest. Right? In my opinion, I actually believe this is going to go down to the wire, especially if Liverpool beat Man City or draw with them. I actually think that, to be honest with you. And in my opinion, the reason why I'm saying that, because Liverpool are looking from strength to strength. Yes, they drew against Manchester United and against Arsenal. But I believe, honestly, that Liverpool have a chance of winning this title. And I don't know why they might not be the favorites. Not yet. I believe that they actually can win the title. They have a chance of winning the title. Well, Mohamed Salah is absent. I think he's gonna be back, if I'm not mistaken. Let's look at the Liverpool. Let's look at the Liverpool fixtures to see when Mohamed Salah is back. Mohamed Salah will be back probably for the Luton game. Probably for the Luton game. Or the Nottingham Forest game in March. That's my expectation, is he's gonna come back at that time. Right? But I think if Liverpool, and I'm gonna say this here, Salah, they aren't sure when Salah is gonna be back. No one is sure, but Salah is gonna be back. I think they said from 21 to 28 days. So probably mid-February to the end of February. This is what it is. However, I actually have this theory about the injury for Mohamed Salah. Hamstring injuries normally don't take 3 weeks or something. They don't take 3 weeks. So here's the go. Matata Z is asking a question. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel. This is the way to go. Support the channel, people. Support the channel, right? Get involved in the conversation. What are the Liverpool chances? We're talking about that. The problem with Mohamed Salah's thing is that normally hamstring injuries take first degree. They take from 4-6 weeks, as Carver says, sometimes longer. I will be very surprised if it takes 3 weeks for Mohamed Salah to be back on the pitch. I'll be absolutely very, very, very surprised if that happens. Because I never seen a hamstring injury for 3 weeks. Never seen it. Never ever. So what are the chances of Mohamed Salah? What are the chances? What are the chances of Mohamed Salah, of Liverpool without Mohamed Salah? And I like to say his name like actually proper, Mohamed Salah, because I'm Egyptian. The problem with Mohamed Salah is that they rely so much. I actually think this might spark someone like Nunez season. Do you get what I'm saying? Especially if they win against Chelsea, Liverpool. The reason why I'm saying this, if they win against Chelsea without Mohamed Salah, it will give them belief. Does that make sense? It will give them belief, right? It will give them belief. Imagine if Liverpool win without Mohamed. And can they win against Chelsea at home? Yes, 100%. 100%. 100% they can win against Chelsea. I think Liverpool chances without Mohamed Salah, if he's out for a month, is the same chances, maybe a little bit slimmer than with Mohamed Salah. But I think it's only about the Arsenal game. I think the only difference, and we've seen it yesterday, that Mohamed Salah will make is that, to be honest, the Arsenal game. Away at the Emirates against Arsenal, you will need your X factor. You will need your Mohamed Salah. You will need Mohamed Salah there to pin a couple of defenders back. However, and hear me out here, against Arsenal, do you believe Arsenal will play a low block? 100% no. 150% no. That will give chances. That will give a chance to Darwin Nunez and Diogo Jota to play in the space. And we saw yesterday. Yes, Mustafa, yes, Salah will be injured for Arsenal, most likely. Yes. I think without a shadow of a doubt, Salah will be injured for Arsenal. I think so. I actually believe that this is what's going to happen, in my opinion, that he will be injured for them. But I actually believe if Liverpool will exploit the spaces that Arsenal will leave against them, I actually believe that Arsenal can win the game. Can win the game. However, there is a caveat to that. There is a caveat to this. Are Liverpool going to go press and leave spaces for Arsenal in the back for the whole game? That's going to be dangerous. Very, very dangerous. That's 140 people here. Hit that like button. Get us to 100 likes. Very, very important. Right? If Arsenal don't win this game or lose, and I'm going to segue to Arsenal in a second. It's very, very good segue to Arsenal. If Arsenal don't win this game, if they draw, if they lose, I think Arsenal's chances of winning the title is gone. Is 100% done. It's not there anymore. I believe that. And because they will be a lot of points, we can absolutely look at the table. We can 100% look at the table. And people keep saying Arsenal will have another chance. I don't believe so. Look at this. Arsenal are 43 points, 5 points behind Liverpool. Man City will win the game. They'll be 3 points ahead of them. No, Mr. Das is not joining me. Donna. But thanks for always supporting the channel. Thanks for always supporting the channel. So I believe that Arsenal, if they listen, Arsenal, if there's 15 games left and Arsenal are 7 points behind the leaders or 6 points, I think it's done for them. Wallahi, genuinely, I believe it's done for them. I believe it's over. It's not gonna happen. They aren't actually gonna do anything about it. They aren't gonna win the title. Arsenal need to win against Liverpool. Arsenal need to get a result away against Man City at the Etihad. Is that doable? I actually have no idea. Is it doable? Well, Man United got a draw. Liverpool got a draw. So Arteta has to change the way he plays. When did Arsenal play, to be honest, Manchester City? Arsenal play Manchester City way later in the season. Way later. They play March 30. March 30. Right? March 30. Right? So I believe by that time we will know if Arsenal are still in the race or not. There's a lot of games before that. Lots of games before that. But Arsenal have really tough games before that. Because I believe Arsenal play Newcastle, they play West Ham away, they play Liverpool at home. And I believe these are very tough games. Do you believe that Arsenal can win all of these games? The Arsenal I am seeing, no. The Arsenal I'm seeing, no. I think I need to see Arsenal play the same way they played against Palace, against Forest. I want to see them against Liverpool, and this is now what I have to decide. But I wanted to speak about some just kind of a little bit of a different subject about this title race, about this Bukayo Saka situation, right? Let me just do a couple of super chats. Ziad, Zayed Zaytouni, congrats to Egypt, love for Morocco, Habibi, thank you so much, and good luck to you. I always support all the Arabs. People say, oh, you don't want Morocco to. I want, it's Egypt, and if it's not Egypt, it's someone else. I want Morocco to win it. I want Morocco to win it. I want actually Tunisia to win it. I want Algeria to win it. So I'm always supporting the Arabs. Always supporting the Arabs in the African Cup of Nations, in my opinion. Like I always support the Africans in the World Cup and I support the Arabs. But thank you for the support. Thank you for everything that you are absolutely sending, supporting the channel, people. Thank you so much. More chart is saying, can't wait to see your subs. Surpass you know who. Thank you so much for your support. With your support, people. With your support. This channel is only by you guys. Well, as I said, I'm trying to do this full time. And I'm trying to create content for you, daily content for you. Never take a break. Always doing content for you guys. So like the video, at least for me. Like the video for me. But about this, I want to ask you guys a question. Muhammad Al-Kabir, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Thank you for becoming a pro member. I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody that's being a member. Sing a super chat. And as Hussam says, one super chat is worth probably like what? 4,000 views, 3,000 views. One super chat is worth that much. So this is why super chats are appreciated on this channel, because it supports us. Why are people actually slagging Bukayo Saka? Why are people always talking bad about Bukayo Saka? I have no idea. I genuinely don't know. Yes, he isn't performing to the point, but I have a theory about this. Honestly, I have an actual theory about it. Do you know why people are actually talking about Bukayo Saka as he's bad. Oh, Bukayo Saka is terrible. Bukayo Saka isn't good, right? I believe I'm gonna tell you why. Oh, Danny. Oh, thank you so much. We support you more. Grow big like me. Thank you so much, Danny. Thank you so much, Danny, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Appreciate the support for the channel. I actually believe this problem with Bukayo Saka is, listen, Bukayo Saka has 12 GA in the Premier League only. That's not up to the level he's playing, right? But I'm going to show you something. Look at this. The next one after him is Odegaard with 7 GA only. So people know that Bukayo Saka is the only danger man at the moment at Arsenal. The only danger man at Arsenal now. They double on him. There's no space for the guy. But also the guy is freaking 22 years old. 22 years old. People just want, I believe, Bukayo Saka. Danny D. No, I don't. That's the thing about it. I don't. In my opinion, the problem with Bukayo Saka Arsenal is that people put their expectations to here. People put their expectations all the way here. Started comparing him to Mohamed Salah, star boy, world class. The guy played hundreds of minutes. Right? The guy played hundreds of minutes and all the stuff, blah, blah, blah. Right? And then the expectations were like, oh my God, you have to get 20 goals a season. You scored this amount of goals. You have to get this amount of goals this season. But the system has changed. And he isn't, Bukayo Saka is a very good player, but I gotta keep saying this. He isn't an X factor. Do you know what I mean, an X factor? Like Bukayo Saka isn't gonna pop up all the time to win you games like Mohamed Salah, like Kevin De Bruyne. You know what I mean? Like Vinny Jr., like Kylian Mbappe. He isn't that guy yet. He isn't. Bukayo Saka is very, very good, needs the support of his teammates, needs the support of Odegaard, needs a system to go, needs space to play, needs a forward to cross to, needs a forward to play off. But he isn't finding that this season. He isn't. Ben White isn't overlapping enough, so he doesn't have any support. So players close the ends and the out, so he can't go to the line and he can't cut inside. Big problem. That's due to the Arsenal system change, and that's due to Arteta trying to tighten the defense more than before. So he's telling Ben White not to overlap as much. Right? Now Odegaard is dropping deep. And all of that, maybe because of Kai Havertz or not. But the facts are, Arsenal are trying to play slower pace. Arsenal are trying to walk the ball in the net. And I'm going to tell you what I think about Arsenal. I did watch the game. Oh, people think I don't watch the games. Wallahi. People think I don't watch the games. In the first half, yeah, oh my God. Arsenal in the first half, they actually, I thought Crystal Palace were poor. I thought Arsenal were good. And I'm going to give credit to Arsenal, Arteta, and the set piece coach. I actually don't think you played that different. Actually, you played exactly the same. Zinchenko was inverting very well. Havertz was a little bit higher on the pitch. And Odegaard was doing the same supporting Saka. Trossard was holding the line, trying to go one-on-one. You just want to say that you played different. You just didn't. You got the two set pieces, and after this, it was floodgates wide open. I don't think you did play different. What do you mean different? I don't know why people, and this is what I do. Sometimes football fans are kind of like, their reaction. Because Arsenal won 5-0, right? Everybody forget that Arsenal in the game, a little bit in the first half, the set pieces played a massive difference in the first half. In the first half, Arsenal had one shot on target. One shot. You had the same position. You actually had more position than your average. You tried to break them down. You had one shot or two shots. I can't remember exactly the chances. But in the same time, I will give you credit because people just want to say, but it's only free, it's only set pieces, it's only corner kicks. Corner kicks are part of the game. And a lot of teams rely so much on crossing and corner kicks. So I'm gonna give Arsenal credit. I actually think that I'm gonna give Arsenal credit for this. So I believe that Arsenal, they used what they have. Crystal Palace were very, very deep. Crystal Palace defended, well defended in numbers. Mateta is the only one trying a little bit to challenge. Well, when Eze got the ball, he actually a little bit moved forward with the ball, but overall, they were trying to defend. And at the end, Arsenal broke them down with two set pieces. It's part of the game. It's absolutely part of the game. This is part of the game, breaking them. But Arsenal, I think they aren't playing to the strength of Bukayo Saka. This game, the only difference is Gabriel Jesus was a little bit higher on the pitch. Gabriel Jesus was a little bit higher on the pitch. He wasn't trying to drop as deep as the other games. But in the same time, he was also connecting the game. I believe that he was still trying to get involved, but not as much as before. He didn't have the 40 touches he normally gets. He didn't have the 50 touches and get involved in every single play. He let Odegaard, he let Declan Rice, he let Trossard, he let Bukayo Saka play, and that made a big difference, in my opinion. That absolutely made a big difference, in my opinion. Havertz ineffectiveness is hurting Saka. So here is the problem with this problem. Here is the problem with this problem. Thank you so much for this comment. Thank you for the super chat. Here is the thing about Arsenal. This is my take about Arsenal this season. Arsenal last year, they were a machine that was working very well, including 11 pieces or 12 when Trossard came in the second half of the season a little bit. They were a machine that was working very well, even though Gabriel Jesus was injured a little bit. But it was Martin Odegaard, it was Granit Xhaka, it was Thomas Partey. It was working very well. Part of this machine is the midfield, the three people in the midfield. When Granit Xhaka left, you took out a big piece of that midfield. That hurt everyone else around him. Everyone else was hurt around him. And that's a massive thing, to be honest. It's absolutely a massive, massive thing. That you took a big chunk of them. Kai Havertz. And when you took off Kai Havertz, I believe that hurt Saka, Jesus, Martinelli. No support. It hurts the midfield. Declan Rice is asked to do defensive, but he can't go forward because there is no left-sided midfielder. Odegaard has to drop deep. Everything changed. Everything changed from Arsenal. Ben White isn't bombing forward as much. Everything changed. When Granit Xhaka left, Arsenal should have went out, and I'm going to say that again and again and again. Arsenal should have went out and signed a top-class midfielder instead. Top-class midfielder instead. But they didn't. And this is why Arsenal where they are right now. This is why Arsenal are where they are now. Big up the people that joined from Hossam's stream from This Is Football. I saw some of the argument between Hossam and Tom, where Hossam thought that Liverpool won't win anything this season without Mohamed Salah. Well, maybe it depends. To be honest, it depends. But yes, people, Hossam Raid, thank you people that are watching us. Thank you people. So on your way in then, the like button. The like button. Support the channel. Hit the like button. And if you're new, you know what to do. You subscribe, turn on the notification bell to know when we go live. Simple as that. So like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're discussing Arsenal. We spoke about Liverpool. We'll circle back to the Liverpool. We'll circle back to the Arsenal. Difference between Arsenal and Liverpool. The difference is that Arsenal did not replace Granit Xhaka. They didn't. They just didn't. And they went and got Kai Havertz. He's trying to shoehorn a lot of people. Oh, he's trying to play Jorginho with Declan Rice. He tries to play Kai Havertz. He's trying to play Smith Rowe. He tried to play Fabio Vieira. He tried to play Trossard. It's not working, bro. You should have gone out and got someone like a Gundogan, right? A Goretzka, a midfielder, like a Paqueta. You know what I mean? An actual midfielder, not shoehorn somebody in that area. Big problem. Big problem for Arsenal. The difference is Liverpool, Henderson, Fabinho left. They signed Endo, Sabozlai, McAllister, Gravenberch. So see, Milner left, Henderson left, Fabinho left. They signed replacements. I won't see anything. I promise you I won't. Kai Havertz is not a midfielder. Kai Havertz isn't a midfielder. The reason why the difference between Arsenal and Liverpool now, yesterday, Liverpool played. Curtis Jones, bang, playing very well. McAllister coming in. Endo's out, bang, look the same. Arsenal aren't. Kai Havertz in the midfield. It's different. Is different. Kai Havertz can be used as a bench player off the bench to be a forward. Oh, come on. That's a problem. Bro, is to be honest with you, I don't know why Arsenal spent 60, like based on what they spent that money on Kai Havertz. Arsenal. He is ruining their games. He is ruining the way they play football. He is destroying Martinelli. He is destroying Saka. Odegaard is struggling. Get a player. Maybe. I'm actually not sure why Arsenal signed Kai Havertz. I actually have no idea. And I thought the only thing is they thought they can rediscover the form they had at Leverkusen. They did it, but apparently it's tough. It's hard. And he's been used as a midfielder. And I can actually, like, I have no idea how still Kai Havertz played. And I showed the people this. I'm not sure if you guys saw this. And I don't know how people still don't realize that Kai Havertz isn't someone. It's like, I'm going to just go and get you Kai Havertz. Like, here you go again, Kai Havertz. He is, what is he now? Is he used as a midfielder or a winger, or what is he now at Arsenal? You know, like, I'm trying to find his name, bro. I swear to God, I'm trying to find Kai Havertz's name. Here we go. Still the same shit. Here we go. Kai Havertz. Here you go. What? Progressive passing is over. What is this? Is this a player? Is this a football player? Is this a football player? Like, I have no idea. Why are we talking about Kai Havertz? Like, listen, Curtis Jones didn't even play, bro. He hasn't played enough games, Curtis Jones. Forward passing, progressive passing. I'm not sure how Kai Havertz is playing in the Arsenal midfield. I'm not sure. Why is Kai Havertz intro? But I can show you the stats of Kai Havertz. But anyway, listen. I'm not saying Kai Havertz isn't a footballer. He can be a footballer. But he needs to be used different. He used to be used completely different. He needs to be used completely different than this. Absolutely different than this. I can explain the pictures. It's all about, so these things, this stuff about Kai Havertz is, it's where are you in the league? Where do you rank in the league? Where's your percentile? I actually believe Arsenal made a big mistake, but I wanted to talk about Bukayo Saka, but then listen, I believe that Bukayo Saka is still a good player. The problem is he's not performing up to the level. And I hate this from people. I hate this because people form expectations. I do the same, right? I do the same sometimes. We form expectations, and if a player is not performing up to the level, we say you aren't performing well. You aren't performing well. Right? Oh, Hussam, you are very late. Thank you so much. Hussam Raid. Big up. This is football, of course. Watching Hussam, of course, talking to Tom and telling him we aren't winning anything. We aren't. But that's completely different story. But regarding this difference, I wanted to speak a little bit about like the difference between Arsenal and Liverpool. So Liverpool have a win. When Liverpool didn't have Sabozlai, put Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott, you saw still, I think Liverpool played all right. I think Liverpool played all right. But you remove some of the people from Arsenal and put other guys, I think Arsenal struggle big time. Because I think Arteta doesn't know how to use or utilize everyone. Jurgen Klopp is kind of similar to Pep in this. Because the way I looked at how Gomez is used, the way I looked at how Nunez was used yesterday, the way I looked at, well, there's no excuse. Thomas, oh, anyway, the way Jota was used yesterday, the way Diaz was used yesterday, Liverpool were able to change the way they play, while Arteta sometimes doesn't know how to change it completely. That's the problem, and that's the complete difference between both coaches, right? Well, Klopp is more experienced, so yes. But at the moment, we are comparing two that are going against each other in the league. That's the thing. The problem with people, and even I'm actually guilty of that. I'm guilty of this. We say that Arteta is young, Arteta is this, Arteta, this is his first year of experience. Well, it all depends on expectations. Liverpool's expectations is to win the league, if not this year, next year. There's no excuse. If Liverpool don't win the league this year, and they don't win the league next year, I'm telling you, and they don't win a Champions League, there is pressure. There is 100% pressure. Like, there is not even close. It's not going to be, well, the problem is Arteta, it's all about expectations. Are you, as Arsenal fans, only look at Arteta as someone who wants to develop your team? Or are you looking at Arteta for someone who needs to win you the league? Now it's his fourth year this year, fourth full year. Does he need to win the league, or at least challenge to the end? Or all you're looking for is a progress? It all depends. Because if you're looking at someone who built a team, and I'm telling you that, Arteta did. Arsenal board got Arteta. They got Arteta. Simple. Clear that these players, we don't want these players. Arteta didn't want to deal with big egos, the Ozils, the Aubameyangs, and the rest of them, right? Clear these guys. Start on a clean slate. Build me this team. Arteta did. By the way, and I'm going to say this, and I say in front of anybody, if Arteta didn't do his job that the board hired him, which is, I believe, that job was to build a team that is capable of winning, we would not have been sitting here talking about Arsenal being title contenders and talking about Arsenal in the beginning of the season and having someone like Hussam, with all respect to Hussam, saying that Arsenal will win the league. If Arteta didn't do his job that I believe the board hired him to do, there would not have been enough people on the media and on YouTube telling me that Arsenal have a chance of winning the league. I believe that this is why Arteta was hired. Right? And for the Arsenal fans that say it's either win or go, I actually believe Arteta, because hear me out, Arteta as a coach came to Arsenal with no experience in coaching. Right? With no experience in coaching. Cleared the whole team. Got the youngsters. Played with the youngsters. Developed the youngsters. And we are sitting here 4 years, exactly, because I think he was hired, if I'm not mistaken, in January. We are sitting here 4 years after Arteta talking about Arsenal, or 3.5 years in the beginning of this season. We were talking about Arsenal as title contenders, aren't we? You, me, that guy, this girl, everyone was talking about Arsenal as title contenders. You agreeing they're going to win it or not is a completely different, by the way. Winning the league or not is different than being title contenders. Did he spend a lot of money? Yes. Did he make mistakes in the transfer market? Tons. A lot. But Arsenal should have helped him with better scouting. The guy has no experience. The guy, this is his first job. It's all about expectations. And it's all about what you expect. So hear me out. Should Arsenal have hired Arteta? No. I agree with Lee on this when he said that. He said, I want my club to hire a ready now manager, get a ready now players, and compete for the title right away. Simple. But that didn't happen. The facts are that didn't happen. 4 years ago, when they got rid of Emery, they didn't go for a coach like whatever, for a coach that is ready made. And they didn't go out and sign superstars. They didn't go out and sign ready-made players. Odegaard, a reject from Real Madrid. They signed him when he was like, 21 years old? Bukayo Saka at the moment is 22. Martinelli. Maybe he didn't sign him, but this is what he worked with. That's what they worked with. I hope that you understand the logic. He might not sign Saka or Martinelli or Saliba or this or that or Gabriel. It doesn't matter, right? But they told him this is what you're going to work with. We aren't signing you Mbappe. We aren't. Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko are the main signings. This is it. People have to understand this. It's not Arteta's fault. It's the club's fault that they said it's a process, it's a project, we want to develop. How old is this Arsenal squad? How old is the Arsenal team? I'm actually looking it up at the moment. I'm 100% looking this up at the moment. Arsenal. I'm looking up the actual age of Arsenal team at the moment. We can look at it and see. And you can tell me, right? Here you go. I'm sorting by age. The people that they're old are Jorginho, Elneny, Thomas Partey, Leandro Trossard, David Raya, Zinchenko, and Jesus. He signed from Man City. And then it goes to Ben White, Gabriel, Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Odegaard, Declan Rice. The core of the team are young players. The core of the team are young players. And that's the thing. That's what people need to understand. Arsenal board wanted this. Is it right or wrong for the club? It might have been wrong. I agree with you. It might have been wrong. For the people that say that this is wrong, yeah. It might have been wrong. It's as simple as that. But they actually went for it. They just went for the manager. Is the sound okay, people? Can people tell me if the sound okay? Is the sound okay? Do you guys hear me well? Yes. So that's what happened, people. Arsenal went for that project. Now, here is the question, though. Do I believe Arteta is in the right place to win now? Might not. It's all about this season. Though. Can we get the likes to 150? Right? Can we get the likes? And send me questions for the last 5-10 minutes of the show, because before I talk about Chelsea and how Pochettino have to win tomorrow. My last thing is that, to be honest with you, the Arsenal put themselves in this place knowing that they will be here. I am telling you that nobody at Arsenal believed that Arteta will ever, with this team, have a chance more than City to win the title. I believe that no one at Arsenal Football Club believed that this team with Arteta are gonna come at a time when they are favorites to win the league. They didn't believe that. They wanted a project, they wanted to build a team, they wanted to get experience in 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? That's what they wanted. That's what I believe, in my opinion. I think that's exactly what happened. Well, should Arsenal sack Arteta? I'm gonna tell you, sack Arteta or not. If you're gonna get a manager, if you don't win something this year and you sack Arteta, and you get a manager that is better than Arteta, and there is plenty of them out there. Well, not a lot, but there are some that know how to win. If you're gonna get someone who is gonna be up to the level with Arteta, and you're gonna back this guy, because I'm telling you, not every manager will come to Arsenal and say, I want to work with youngsters and with this squad. A new manager might tell you, I want Nketiah, Reece Nelson, Jorginho, I want Lenny out, I want Kivior out, I don't like this, I don't like that, and I need 5, 6 signings. Are you going to get a manager and back him with that? This is the problem. I think this is the problem. This is the $1 million question. Are you going to get an Antonio Conte? Similar to Antonio Conte, who came to Inter and signed 13 players. And sign him 13 players? If the club is going to do that, as a neutral, I'm on board. I'll say, you did the right thing. But if you aren't, and you're going to get an experienced manager who's going to still try to work his system with this team, work his way of playing football with these guys, strengthen them up a little bit for you to not go and back the guy, right? I believe there is nothing to happen. Arteta said, trust the process, not the club, but it is Tottenham away, bigger people from Tottenham away, of course. But you know, you're a Spurs fan, and you know that what I'm saying is right. The club, Arsenal Football Club, hired Arteta, knowing exactly the trajectory and knowing the direction this club is going for. Exactly. It's as simple as that. There is tons of, like, I believe Inzaghi is a better manager than Arteta. Well, I believe Ancelotti is better. I believe Simeone is better. This is it. But that's the question that people need to ask themselves, people. Arsenal knew what they're doing. So the question to you then, the question to you as an Arsenal fan, the question to everyone that says Arteta this, Arteta that, it's to you. Do you believe that Arsenal should scrape this process completely? Hire a manager like a Conte or like a Simeone or like an Ancelotti? Do you believe? And scrape this young squad and get a ready-made players and spend a lot of money next season to try to go against Manchester City? Is that the way you think the club should go? After spending 4 years with a manager that knows the player and they know now everything about him and he knows the majority of it, without at least, I believe the right thing to do for Arsenal is to find the funds this window. Find the funds this window. Sign him a top midfielder from somewhere, a top midfielder, and see what he can do. If he regresses, if he doesn't improve, if he doesn't win you 14 or 15 games out of the last 18, sack him. If he doesn't go all the way to a quarterfinal or a semifinal, sack him. That's what I believe. Sack the guy then. But he made a mistake with Kai Havertz. Made a big mistake with Kai Havertz. Unfortunately, Timber got injured. Unfortunately, Thomas Partey got injured. But if you believe that at least he doesn't deserve the rest of the season with the signing, I think you're just fooling yourself. Unless you're going to go out and get now a ready-made manager who's better than them, no. I actually believe the time to sack Arteta, if he falls behind 8 points or something like this, or get away from the top four, and top four is becoming a tough ask, you have to get another manager to save the season. Because I believe if Arsenal don't make the top four, it's doom and gloom. If Arsenal don't make the top four, it's doom and gloom. They have to make top four. The last part of this, I wanted to just talk a little bit, just simple, about Chelsea and why they need to win the cup. Because at the moment, Chelsea Football Club aren't in the right place. Chelsea aren't a team that are winning now a lot of games. Chelsea are a team that at the moment, we can look at the table and you can see Chelsea is sitting ninth, right? 31 points. Can they make top four? I believe it's too much to ask. So I believe Chelsea need to go out and against Middlesbrough. I don't know why people are freaking panicking. I actually have no idea why people are panicking. Why Chelsea fans are panicking. Who is a Chelsea fan in the chat? Tell me if you're a Chelsea fan in the chat. Say, I'm a Chelsea fan. Tell me who is a Chelsea fan in the chat. I believe actually Chelsea aren't that bad in terms of under Pochettino the way they play. But I believe they made the signings in the window are absolutely terrible. They haven't signed experienced players. They need a lot of experience. They aren't going to actually spend. They aren't going to spend that much money in this window to try to get experience. And they have to get experience. I believe that Chelsea at the end will finish 6th. If they keep the trajectory up, I think they will finish 6th. I believe so. 6th or 7th. I believe. And is that a successful season for Chelsea? No. I actually don't think so. I don't think it's a successful season. Based on the money they spent, they should have finished above Aston Villa, should have finished above Spurs. I believe they're going to finish 6th or 7th. But I'm not sure why people are saying they're going to lose against Borough. We're going to be here. I'm talking about the game tomorrow after the game. So guys, you have to. Think about Chelsea though. They signed a lot of youngsters, a lot of players that will be all right later. A lot of players that will be all right later. But actually, I believe that they needed someone a little bit with experience up top in the middle. They don't have anybody. And I believe that Chelsea can go for this cup. They can win this cup against Liverpool. It's not that far. It's a one game off at Wembley. If they reach the final, I believe Chelsea will win tomorrow. There is no away goal. They will win 2-0 against Middlesbrough tomorrow, and they're going to go through. Chelsea, if they go to the final and they win the final, I believe it's going to be all right for Pochettino. However, because I believe top 4 is done for them. Top 4 is over. It's completely over for them. I believe it's actually completely over for them. Why do people think in a one game between Liverpool and Chelsea at Wembley, Chelsea cannot win the game? How is that even not a conversation? It's at Wembley, one game, cup game, anybody can win the game. I believe that if Spurs play against Liverpool, they can win the game. If West Ham play against Liverpool. Well, people say Chelsea will win nothing. What if Chelsea go to the final tomorrow and they play Liverpool in the final? Number one, Liverpool you still need to not lose against Fulham. So I actually predicted 1-1, but we'll see. But I believe that if Chelsea go, because Chelsea aren't awful. Chelsea against big teams, they play very well. Chelsea drew Liverpool. Chelsea won against Spurs. Yeah, circumstances. Chelsea drew against Manchester City. Why not? Oh, shut up. Liverpool agenda. Shut up. Don't tell me Liverpool the agenda or not. No, I don't. I come fucking talk about Liverpool can win the league for half an hour for you to come now and tell me you have a Liverpool agenda because you don't like to hear the truth. You don't like to hear the reality. Wallahi, you just don't. And I believe that it's a one game. You're going to tell me that against Liverpool, Chelsea, against Liverpool at Wembley, a cup final, Chelsea will not fancy their chances to win? You're just kidding yourself. But anyway, first of all, they need to win tomorrow. I don't know who they have the next couple of games. Let me just check, because I believe they have a little bit of some tough games. They play Liverpool away, and it's going to be very tough for them. Oh, let's check. Boom. They have Middlesbrough. They play Aston Villa in the cup. That's going to be a tough game for them. They play Liverpool away, and then they play Wolves, Crystal Palace. They play Manchester City away. They play Spurs. I believe Chelsea are done. I believe Chelsea are in big trouble, because I'm thinking Liverpool game they lose, City away they lose, Spurs at home they might lose. Oh, Chelsea are in fucking trouble. They aren't finishing sixth. Shit. They aren't. It's shit. I didn't look at the games. What the fuck? They play Villa, Liverpool away. They play City away. They play Crystal Palace away. And then they play Spurs. Oh, screw this, bro. Screw this. They're done. And then they play Brentford away. And then they play Newcastle. And then they play Arsenal away. Oh, shut. That's a lot of L's, bro. That's a lot of L's for Chelsea. They're done. Wallahi, they are done. I take it back. Even if they are good, they aren't winning these games. They aren't winning these games. Come on. We'll see. But they look all right on the pitch. To be honest. They actually look good on the pitch. But to be honest with you, well, we are screwed, Mo. Let us be. I looked at the run-in you have. It's a joke, bro. Listen, and I'm going to say it again. If they go through tomorrow and against Liverpool in the final, I think it's 50-50. It's a 50-50. But looking at the games in the league, it's not looking good. Shit. The Liverpool, they can win against Wolves, even though Wolves are a good team. Crystal Palace away, Man City away. They play Spurs. And by the time they play Spurs in February 22nd, Sar will be back. Bissouma will be back. Madison will be full on. It's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good. It's really not. It's not looking great. Thank you so much for everybody, by the way, sending a super chat. You're really supporting the channel big time. Big time. Actually, you're supporting the channel. Thank you, guys. So the last 2 seconds, if you want to send me any questions, I will answer them. The last 2-3 minutes, I will answer any questions you guys send. Of course, I'm going to prioritize super chats. Of course, supporting the channel. I'm going to try to prioritize these if you guys like. So send me questions if you want. We're here to answer your question for the last 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes, to be honest. If you want to ask me anything, go for it. Go for it, to be honest. Go for it. If you want to ask anything, say what you think about Nunez, but he's clear of Jackson. Stats say otherwise, my friend. Stats. Eye test say otherwise. Stats say otherwise. Both scored the same amount of goals. But I'm going to tell you the difference between Nunez, to be honest with you. The difference between Nunez and Jackson is simple. I see Nunez improving. I don't see Jackson improving. Does that make sense? What are Arsenal chances in the UEFA Champions League? 10%. The reason why is that Champions League requires a lot of experience. It requires a lot of experience. A lot of experience, in my opinion. That's the thing. And you don't have the experience in the squad to lead you in the games. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. Do you think Inter Milan can win the Champions League because they are the dark horses? In my opinion, I believe we can win the Champions League. I actually believe Inter are one of the best teams around at the moment who are playing very, very well. So, in my opinion, that we're playing very, very, very well. I believe Inter can win the Champions League. There is nothing. I don't believe. I believe only teams that are better than us probably are Real Madrid and Manchester City. Nobody else is better than us. Even Bayern Munich at the moment. Even though I didn't want to face them, but we are better than Bayern Munich. We are definitely better than Bayern Munich. Mo, do you think we can offload Havertz to Inter Miami? No, no, you will not. You can't. You absolutely can't. Uh, I'm looking. What's good about Inzaghi? He's very good in actually. He built a very, very good system with the players and can read the game and can change the way he plays depending on the opposition. That's very good about him. Very, very good about him, to be honest. Will Bayern win something this season? I don't watch a lot of Bundesliga, but I think at the end, Bayern Munich will win the league. Well, I believe it or not, I have this feeling that Bayern will win the league at the end. That's what I believe, in my opinion. But listen, people, I want to thank everybody that watched me. Stay on this stream. It will take you to Staffy for American Waffle. He's enjoying his time. I want everyone here to go to Staffy and say, Footy Judge Mo Raid or Mo Raid, Mo Raid, Mo Raid. Please do that. Go to Staffy and say Mo Raid. Conti is a better coach than Inzaghi, yes. Conti is a better coach than Inzaghi. What's your opinion on Timber? We haven't seen enough from him, but he looked very, very good. He looked very, very good, right? He looked very, very good in the first two games. American Waffle is good. Go, guys. Mo Raid to America. Why did Salah get serious injured? Isn't he just out? No, it's not. It's a hamstring injury. They said from 21 to 28 games. And the problem with that, my friend, is that hamstring injuries normally don't take 3 to 4 weeks. They just don't. They just don't. Good chat, people. I appreciate you, everybody. I appreciate the people that joined from Hazam, and I appreciate everyone. And I'm going to give a shout out to the people that actually sent me super chats to support the channel. Ozan Kabat, Matata Z, Zayed Zaitouni, Morchart, Muhammad El Kibir, Danny D, and Fine has 421. I really appreciate you guys. Fun stream, quick solo stream. I hope that you like these solo streams. Get used to them because we are doing more of these. We are doing more of the solo streams, people. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Tune in. We always talk football. We always try to be objective. Always try to be objective, people. People don't like when we talk about their club, but stay here. It will take you to Staffy. And we guys are out of here. Thank you very much. And we are out of here, people. Bye.